Today we're going to look at auto ads on Amazon KDP. So auto ads are the easiest type of ads that you can set up on Amazon Ads. They have some advantages, but then they also have some big disadvantages as well. So in this video, we're going to look at the right time for using them, when you shouldn't use them, and perhaps when you should turn them off as well. So to start with, let's go to my Amazon KDP account and set up an auto ad. So here we're within the Amazon Ads platform. I've clicked to create an ad, and now I need to give my ad a group name. So I like to include the name of the book and then the word auto, just so it's clear what that campaign is when I'm looking on the dashboard. You then need to find your product. For us, we're going to use our new winter colouring book, and then we're going to scroll down. Here is where you select automatic targeting. The targeting section is when you can choose between automatic and manual. Manual lets you do product ads, category ads, keyword targeting, etc. But for this one, we're going to do auto, and we're going to basically let Amazon run the campaign for us. What I would suggest is clicking here to set bids by targeting group. So here you've got the 4 types of groups that Amazon targets with your auto ad. The close match for me is the most important. That's the one that takes inspiration from the title of your book, and Amazon will target those search terms. So I like to make sure that the close match is of a good bid. So this is suggesting between 18 and 31 pence. So we're going to go with 31 pence. So an example of the close match for this book, if people are searching for winter colouring books for adults, this should appear for those search terms using this auto ad. Now, if we come on to loose match, these are much less targeted search terms. So for this winter colouring book for adults, people might just search for colouring books for adults, and then this would rank using the loose match group targeting. So these looser search terms are generally super hard to rank for. And at the end of the day, that's why we want to use keywords ads. We want to start ranking for some of those keywords. The best way to do that is to get sales through the keyword ads. So for loose match, I'll either turn those off completely or bid super low just to see if I can get a few sales that way. So let's turn that down to super low. The substitutes part is basically your sponsored products ads. So when you're on a product page and you scroll down and you see sponsored products like this item, that's where your book would appear using the substitutes part of this auto ad. So again, for me, I like my product targeting to be cheaper bids than my keyword targeting. So here we're going to be bidding 16 pence. And going down to compliments, that's very similar to substitutes, but it's a much wider targeting. So again, similar to loose match, we probably don't want to be bidding quite as much on these because it's likely we're going to need more clicks to get a sale. So I'm going to bid 14 pence on those. Now, one thing that's really useful is you can also add negative text. What I'd suggest is probably get going with no negative text unless there's a really obvious thing that you can add in there. And then what I'll do is I'd see how the auto ad serves. And if you're getting a certain amount of clicks and no sales, you can then add that as a negative keyword. So here's an example for this book. So this is a winter colouring book for adults. So I know that if someone clicks on this and they're looking for a colouring book for kids, they're not going to buy this book. So I could add in here, winter colouring book for kids as a negative exact. And that means that this ad won't show up for that search term. Scrolling down, we can also add negative products to target as well. Again, I think the best use for this is to see how your auto ad performs. And then if you're getting a lot of clicks on a certain target and it's not converting, you can then add that here. You come down to your bidding strategy. You can either choose up and down only, or fixed bids. For this one, we're going to go down only, and we're going to enter our campaign name here. So as it's a winter colouring book, I'm going to run it until the end of December, and we're going to put a £10 budget. And there we go, we've launched our auto campaign. Now I see a lot of videos recommending auto campaigns as a way to sell your book, but the amount of control that you have over these auto campaigns is so small. So when should we use auto campaigns? The best time to use auto campaigns is when you've just launched your book. You might have to be quite aggressive with your bids. You might have to bid $1, for example, for your close matches to get it serving and to drive those impressions and those clicks and those sales. But what an auto ad can do at the beginning is show what people are searching for and give you inspiration for your product targeting and your keyword targeting. So in my opinion, auto ads are really good for inspiration and allowing Amazon to serve your book how they see fit. Generally, from my experience, this means it's not going to be anywhere near profitable. And the best way to get your ads as profitable as possible is to have as much control over the search terms and the products where your book is appearing. So I'm just going to switch my ads over to the United States, and we're going to have a look at one of my auto ads that's been running. So this was for a fashion colouring book that I launched. And we can see here with this auto ad, we spent $20, got 44 clicks and got 3 sales. 2 of those orders was with the close match and 1 was with the loose match. And we can see here that the ACOS for the close match was a whopping 93%. The break-even ACOS for this book was only 15%, so we are basically paying Amazon a lot of money in order to get some sales with this auto ad. But what we can do with this ad is click search terms and see what's got orders for this book. So if we come onto this book, we can see the 3 orders have come through these 3 search terms. A fashion design colouring book, a colouring book for teens, and a young adult colouring book. So if I started a keyword ad, those might be the keywords that I utilise for this book, or they could even maybe inspire me to create a new book targeted a bit more to these search terms. So that's what an auto ad is good for. It's good for giving you inspiration and a bit more of a scattergun approach across Amazon, where you can see what's working, take that information and create some manual ads which are more targeted. Now those types of ads are going to be more profitable and the ACOS is going to be lower because they're generally more targeted. And that's what we want to do in the long term. So it's generally very unlikely that your auto ads are going to be successful. But if you're fortunate enough to have a profitable auto ad, just keep it going because that is amazing. That means Amazon's serving that book quite wide, which is great for ranking for keywords. However, I think there's a really low chance of getting a profitable auto ad. So my suggestion for these would be definitely run them for a few weeks because this is going to give you some ideas, some inspiration, and hopefully start getting a few sales on Amazon. And then take what's working and create manual ads from those. So generally I use auto ads for the first few weeks of a book launch, and then if the ACOS isn't low, I'll just turn them off. But I want to know what you think of auto ads as well. Do you use them? Are they profitable for you? Drop a comment below and let us all know. Okay, I hope this video was useful. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.